Hello friends, welcome. Today we are going to set up Salier, all the three components, that is Salier core, Salier storefront and Salier dashboard via Docker. If you have checked the documentation of Salier, they have also shared one more way to install Salier, especially for local or development environment and not for production. They have shared this repo so that you can quickly download and install the Salier without having to worry about the individual components. That is why they have shared the Docker Compose process, which we are going to use now. So I am telling you this again that this process is only being used for development or local. This is not recommended for the production environment. So let's see, let's start. So first of all, we need to have a Docker account or the Docker process in order to install in our local machine. So you can see you can download or install the Docker. Another thing which you need to know is that at least you should have 4 to 5 GB of available memory. If I see how much memory is available in my laptop is almost 4 GB. So almost 4 GB memory is available, and I'm going to use in this 4 GB availability. So what to do now next is like just go to the platform link, Salier platform link. Here you will find the requirement as Docker and Docker Compose. So just go to those links and install the Docker corresponding to your OS, either Mac or Windows. Since this is already installed in my system, so I am not going to install, I am just going to verify. Yes, so Docker Compose version 1.23 is available. So now what I am going to do is I'm going to simply install. I'm going to clone this. So here is the cloning link. Repo has been cloned. Let's go through the next step. As I'm working on OS, clone Salier platform directory to the shared directories. At least so as per the requirement, they want at least 5 GB of space. I have 4. Let's see if it works. I have cd to this thing. Let's run this command. Docker compose build. Okay, so my daemon is not start. I'll start my Docker. Now my Docker is up. So now my Docker is up. Finally, our Salier platform has been installed via Docker Compose. Let's see the next steps. As I can see, my memory utilized is not much as compared. As you can see, my memory utilization throughout the process is almost 4 to 5 GB, including all my current processes, and always I have 2 to 3 GB of space available, as I can see. So let's proceed. Now my Docker Compose build is complete, so I should apply Django migration. Let's apply those commands. So finally all the migration has been applied. Between the process, my CPU usage went up to almost like 100% for my one or two core, but memory remains the same, almost 5 GB of utilization maximum. So my since our migration has been applied, let's run command in order to collect our static files. Yeah, so zero static file copied. I guess all the static files were already available over there. Let's populate the database with example data and create admin user. So let's populate the data and create a default user. So as you can see with create super user command, note that hyphen hyphen create super user command argument creates an admin account for this user admin at the rate example.com with the password set as admin. So finally our all step has been completed. Let's see and run the process how it is working. So when my Docker Compose goes up, both storefront and dashboard are quite big projects, and it might take a few minutes for them to compile depending upon your CPU. If nothing shows up on port 3000 or 9000, wait until compiled successfully shown in the console output. Right. So now Docker Compose will create. I suppose it is doing npm build or npm run. As you can see, my CPU usage has been increased suddenly with almost 80%, 90% usage of all the four cores, but memory remains the same. My failure core is also up. If let's see if GraphQL. So my GraphQL playground is up. Here response is seems to be little bit slow, but at least I am getting response. So as you can see, the website the response is little bit slow. Dashboard is still not yet up. So why Salier are not recommending this really for production? Because as we have already seen the sort of resources it requires and the response of website and the APIs, this is not up to this is not good for production. That's why they are only recommending it for a local purpose, and that too because we can install all the three components with very little headache. As you have seen in my previous videos how I have installed storefront, dashboard and failure core individually as a separate process, and how they were performing. Like the performance was very good. Now we are seeing how the failure, all the platform can be composed using Docker, and the response it is giving us is like very poor. On the Docker, the response time is very large, and the process running in order to like running a process it seems to be very tedious. Like so that is the reason why Failure platform Rapo is not recommended for a production usage. So now I have clicked a particular product and it is taking too long. I can see my APIs hitting the logs. Ideally, at so in our earlier videos, this process is almost like instant, As soon as you click on the product, you get the response and the product gets shown on the browser. But now it is taking too long and our dashboard is still not up. So yeah, probably it will take a couple of minutes and this will be installed. So after waiting for long, finally my dashboard is up. Let's log in with the default credentials. And yes, I can see all the products. I can see the request over here. So yes, pretty much everything is working through our Docker. And finally, we were able to build completely all the three components, that is Salient Core, Salient Storefront, and Admin Dashboard. And we can test how we can see how it is working using Docker Compose. Thank you.